class, this is Dr. Forbes, and this video is about how to complete the final writing assignment for the course, The Deal Reflection. First, log into eCampus and obtain the following documents: the course syllabus, the Marketable Skills Deal Reflection, and the Dallas College Marketable Skills Inventory document. For English 1301 and English 1302, these documents are located under Lessons and Assignments, Final Exam. Here are the three documents that you need to use to download and use for writing your essay. First, we'll look at the document, The Deal Reflection. Then we'll look at the Dallas College Marketable Skills Inventory document. And then finally, we'll examine how to write a college-level essay using the ideas from the course syllabus, the Deal Reflections, and the Skills Inventory document. What is a reflective essay? A reflective essay is a type of academic essay in which the writer reflects or analyzes a situation or experience. For the final exam essay assignment, you're being asked to write about your experiences in English 1301 and or English 1302. What have you learned? What do you still need to learn? How have the assignments helped you to change, grow, or develop as both a writer and a purpose? Your thesis and paragraph responses should build on the course objectives and the Dallas College Marketable Skills Inventory, as well as the Texas Core objectives that are detailed in the syllabus. Relate the argument essay writing assignment that you completed to these objectives. The essay requires that you reflect, relate, and retell, as well as craft a well-developed essay. As always, a well-developed essay includes the following elements: an introduction, a thesis statement, body paragraphs that begin with a transition and a topic sentence, examples, illustrations, and details in the body paragraphs that explain, define, and defend the paragraph's topic sentence, a conclusion that should wrap up what you've been discussing in the essay. After moving from general to specific information in the introduction and body paragraphs, your conclusion should begin pulling back into more general information that restates the main points of your argument. Conclusions may also call for action or overview of future possible research. The following outline may help you conclude your paper: topic sentences, fresh rephrasing of the thesis statement, supporting sentences, summarize or wrap up the main points in the body of the essay, explain how the ideas fit together, the closing sentence, the final words, connects back to the introduction, and provides a sense of closure. The final exam essay is a time to allow you to analyze the argumentative writing assignment and the associated task you've learned in this class. Write about not only your strengths, but your weaknesses as well. A reflective essay should follow the classic essay format of introduction, body, and conclusion. We are not learning anything new here. Instead, the final exam essay is a time to showcase your writing talents. For this assignment, you will need to write about 1,200 to 1,500 words, or about 3 to 4 pages. Be sure to spend time pre-writing, brainstorming, and organizing your ideas. The final exam essay is worth 20% of your overall grade in the course, so present your best writing skills. Let's look at the Deal Reflection document. To complete the final course exam, you will write a reflection on your accomplishments using the argument essay as the basis for discussion. Structured reflections are designed to get you thinking and writing about the purposes of the course, the assignments, and the skills you learned in the course. In other words, what's the point? We're using a format called the Deal Reflection structure. D means describe, E to examine, and AL is to articulate learning. For this final reflection, please respond to the following prompts. Describe. In the describe section, you are to tell the reader what you saw, read, did when you worked on the argumentative essay assignment. Don't just cut and paste the assignment, but instead tell the reader what task you had to perform to complete the work. What did you have to do to complete the written argumentative essay assignment for this course? Describe the process for each. Examine. This is the meat of your reflection, where you will respond to given prompts designed to get you to think about, first, your personal growth, such as what did you learn about yourself after completing the assignment? 2, what course level objectives and core objectives did you meet by completing the assignment? And 3, what marketable skills did you develop or practice in completing the assignment? Here's where you're going to use the documents, the marketable skills, and your course objectives that are listed in the course syllabus. What new information did you learn from completing this assignment? What assumptions or preconceived notions did you bring to the argumentation essay assignment? How did you identify and define the problem that needed to be solved or the opportunity that could be taken advantage of? You must show that you clearly understand the problem situation if you're to convince the reader that you can solve it. Indicate how your proposed solution will provide tangible benefits. Specifically, indicate how it will meet the objectives and abide by the constraints outlined in the problem definition. Give specific examples. Show the specific differences between how things are now and how they could be. Be as specific as possible, but appeal to all appropriate persuasive strategies. Emphasize results, benefits, and feasibility of your proposed idea. So this is the ideas that you proposed in your argumentation essay. You can take these questions and you can answer them, and then you can go back and turn the questions into statements. The last part, articulate learning. What did you learn at the end of each part of the course by engaging in the required assignment? What will you do with what you've learned and practiced? Marketable skills were aligned with the assignment you completed on the argumentative essay assignment. Discuss the marketable skills you believe you most practiced. Other than those listed, what other skills do you think you demonstrated in completing this assignment? How would you describe your accomplishments in this class to a potential employer? Here's how the reflective assignment is going to be graded. It's worth 100 points. It should be at least 2 double-spaced pages in length and in MLA format. The describe portion of the essay is worth 20 points. The exam portion of the essay is worth 40 points. And the articulate learning is worth 40 points. Let's look at each of these different documents. Here's our course syllabus, and the learning outcomes are to recognize that writing is a way to learn, communicate, record, and remember. We examined a variety of text as a basis for writing. We learn to understand and use the process of writing, inventing, drafting, revising, and editing. We learn to understand the interrelationships among writing, reading, and critical thinking. Hopefully, we've learned to use appropriate grammar, mechanics, and spelling. We also were encouraged to visit the Writing Center to enhance our writing skills and, as a result, our course grades. The Texas Core Objectives. The college defines essential knowledge and skills that students need to develop during their college experience. These general education competencies parallel the Texas Core Objectives for student learning. In this course, the activities you engage in will give you the opportunity to practice 2 or more of the following core competencies. Critical thinking skills, to include creative thinking, innovation, inquiry, analysis, evaluation, and synthesis of information. Communication skills, to include effective development, interpretation, and expression of ideas through written, oral, and visual communication. For us, we practice the written portion of the communication skills, where we processed and produced effective written communication adapted to audience, purpose, and time constraints. Teamwork, to include the ability to consider different points of view and to work effectively with others to support a shared purpose or goal. Personal responsibility. This included the ability to connect choices, actions, and consequences to ethical decision making. Now let's look at the Dallas College Marketable Skills Inventory. Across the top, you see 6 sections of this inventory. We're going to use only the first 4. So let's look first at critical thinking. Here in critical thinking, we learn to analyze issues, anticipate problems, solutions, and consequences, apply knowledge to make decisions, detect patterns, themes, and underlying principles, gather proper resources and information to conduct research, and we learn to interpret data and synthesize information. For communication, we clearly and effectively articulated complex issues or ideas in written form. Clearly and effectively articulated ideas orally. We did that in the discussions and in our group settings with our classmates. We facilitated discussion. We learned to summarize information. We learned to use active listening skills. And we used proper technical writing skills. Teamwork. We learned to accept responsibility for role of a team and to fulfill team expectations. We fostered collaboration with colleagues and we managed group conflicts. We made collaborative decisions. We provided and or received useful feedback. And we welcomed diverse viewpoints. The last one is social responsibility. We accepted responsibility for ourselves. We demonstrated ethical behavior. We exhibited time management. We learned to grow from our mistakes. We learned to show attention to detail. And we learned to show respect for others. Writing the essay. To begin, brainstorm or mind map your ideas. You can use the questions located on the Marketable Skills Dill Reflection document. Then as you begin to write, turn the questions into statements and topic sentences for your paragraphs. Remember, a thesis statement must be a statement. It cannot be a question. Also remember, a topic sentence serves as a mini thesis for the paragraphs. And the paragraph should contain specific ideas, examples, and activities that you use to accomplish the task of writing an argumentative essay. The more specific the ideas in the paragraph, the better the essay will be. Remember, you're not learning anything new. You're practicing the same writing skills we've been using all semester. The only difference is that you are writing a reflection about what you learned and the skills you learned that will follow you into the workforce. If you have questions, send me an email. I'm happy to help. I am looking forward to the DEAL reflections and what you feel that you've learned in our class time together. Thanks for watching.